Man. Yeah.
Lord, I thank you for what you've done for me.
Yeah.
For how you made a way out of no way.
Yeah.
For when I was in
sorrow, you lifted me. Yes, God.
When I didn't know how I was going to pay my bills, you made a way out of no way.
What's going on, y'all? This is my first song. I praise dance to this song right here. It's touching me right now. I got to share this spot. But for what? Man, I got to tell y'all this story about this song. Yes, Lord. Come on now. We ain't playing it. We going real with it. Thank you. That's it. Today, we just going to say, yes, Lord. Come on now. Thank you. Somebody going to be thankful for something today. Y'all going to say thank you today. That's that real thank you. He's been good to you. Thank you. If you know that you love him, say. Come on, y'all hear that? That's a travail right there. That's a war cry right there. That's a war cry. Look at that. That's frequency right there. That's a range. Listen to that. He's the author of my faith. That's range. He's the sustainer of my mind. See that range? From myself. He's a fortress in the time of help. In the time of help. In the time of trouble. In the time. He shall hide me in the secret place. He shall. Yeah. When my enemy came on me to eat up my flesh, what they do? They stumble. They stumble, right? Come on, y'all. No weapon. It may form, but thank you, Jesus. It won't prosper now. Come on, y'all. What's good? Yeah. I gotta say, today we gotta say thank you. Listen, what's popping? What's going on, everybody? Listen, this is the Mighty Monday Meltdown. I come on as your transformation coach every Monday on the 7 o'clock hour. Me and the Invisible Crown Army. Who is the Invisible Crown Army? It's some of you right now. If you be open, I guarantee you something gonna happen. Something gonna get in you, and it's gonna make the biggest difference in your tomorrow. I have Sister Sonia here. I fear no evil. I fear no human being. I fear no one, right? If you're going to be afraid of anybody, be afraid of what you're about to become. Because the old you don't have no power against the new you. You going into a new place. This is a new time. What is it that you need? You need a new beginning. What is it that you need? You need a new month. You need a new start. For some of us, we need some new focus. What is it that you need in order to get where you're going? Well, listen, I'm going to help navigate you in this thing right here. I come because I recognize I somehow got this little connection with people that's trying to get to a next level of this thing called life, right? Transformation is very real. To have a transformation is a beautiful thing. In order to have a transformation, you're gonna need a new idea. Well, I invented this book. It's entitled, I Am My Life Coach. That book is your new idea. The new idea of you being you for the first time ever. Listen to me. I don't come to agree with the way you think, but I will challenge the way you think in hope that in me challenging you, it will bring out another part of you. For some of us, I talk about the mind a lot, and I want to chop that thing a little bit more in depth because I believe that if I can get you free, then you can become everything you always desired to be. Only if we knew where to look, only if we knew what to do. For some of you, I want to just test you real quick, just to let you understand how powerful the mind is. My ministry work started over 3 years ago. For some of you, over 8 years ago, right? And listen to me. If your mind right now is intact to you, It's either thinking about your past, in your past, what you have done, the things that have got you off, the things that made you lose it, some of your relationships, some of you believe you're not worthy because of what happened in the past, and your past can be the trigger to your depression right now. If you think you're going through something, it's probably because your mind is stuck in the past. What was is what was, but you stuck there too. And then for some of us on the other side, you so busy looking ahead of yourself that guess what? You got anxiety. Your mind is so far ahead because you got expectations. You got things you desire. You want better. You want everything you ain't even qualified for. You ain't done no work. You ain't never managed what you asking for. You ain't never been intimate with the request. You want everything, but you got no work to make that thing happen. But guess what? That's linked to anxiety. The past is linked to depression. But if we can take our mind and stick it right here today, ground ourselves, let me give you a new thought, right? A new thought is I am my life coach. That's a new idea. In order to get an outer result, we first need an inner concept. The inner concept is I am my life coach. We have to trick ourselves. We have to psych ourselves out. And that's what I look to do today. I look to trick the mind. I look to reroute the mind. I look to overcome some of the areas in your life that got you stuck. It's all due to your mindset. It's all due to people that you have allowed to come into your life. We've been listening to people's opinions. For me personally, 89% of my life had somebody else involved in the decision-making process. That's me being honest. Well, guess what? For some of you, you can't make a decision without asking somebody else. So how independent is that? You've been dependent on somebody else's decision and what they think more so than what you think. Because if it was what you think, then you got to take ownership for the bad outcomes. And some of us, we don't want to feel that bad outcome. We don't want that betrayal. Some of you, your parents had to leave and go on to the afterlife. Now you've been making choices and decisions on your own. And let's be clear, you ain't ready for some of the choices that you have to make. Well, that's why I'm here. That's why the Invisible Crown Army is here. That's why we're here, so we can do this work. Well, what I do is I feel like we got to call a time out on this thing called life. It's so much craziness going on in the world. It's so much foolishness going on in the world. For some of you, you're not getting older, but you are becoming more mature. You're becoming more mature. Self-awareness is study developing. So you just peeping stuff a little bit more now. You watching things before your eyes. This ain't craziness jumping off. This ain't you being super slick. This is God heightening your intelligence right now. Infinite intelligence is being made available to you as well as myself. So let me go on and get us covered. I depend on the Spirit because the Spirit is dependent on me to make sure you're going to be here right now. So I call this time out on this thing called life. That's the battlefield. The battlefield of life is your life. And so now I call this time out and I call out to the Spirit. Father God, we come before you right now, giving you glory, honor, and praise. I don't care where these people is at, God. We need your presence right now. Everybody is not religious. Everybody done had a little taste of church. For some of us, we've been done wrong by the church. But today, God, we come independent. We come as who we are. We come as who we are, and we present ourselves to you right now, God. And we ask that you will remove any and everything that will hinder us or hurt us, even if it's some of our bad thoughts or our past thoughts or our expectations of what tomorrow brings. Because God, you said tomorrow is not promised to anyone. So that fixed one problem right there. So we put our eyes back on you because we believe that you are an intentional God. Anything you do is intentional. Every situation and circumstances we've been through was intentional. Every encounter we ever encountered was intentional. And today we wake up and we recognize and identify that we are exactly where we need to be because of you, God. We are able to understand who you are. We understand what you are, and we also recognize where you are. You, great is he that is in us than is in this world, and we decree and declare that today our mind is focused back on you right now, God, and we ask for forgiveness for things that we should have done a long time ago. We should have definitely checked in more than we've been checking in. We should have kept it real a lot more than we've been around here playing right now. But today, God, we're going to keep it real on the Mighty Monday Meltdown. We thank you for your presence. We invite you in, and I ask that your priests will fall fresh on each and every last individual. If they tap in for a second, 5 minutes, however long they here, God, arrest them, give them what they need. So when they go back out, they know that it was you. Their time did not go in vain, that you was a provider. You provided them with direction. You provided them with healing. You gave them deliverance. Yay. From situations and circumstances, seen and unseen. We also have to thank you for the blessings that was seen and unseen. There were so many things you have done for us we knew nothing about. There were so many people that you have presented to us and brought into our life, and we did everything to defile them. And God, they were sent by you. Forgive us for that as well. Yes, we've been stubborn in some areas, God, but you adjust us so that we can be more loving and more kind, but we can be who it is you call for us to be according to the environments, according to the relationships we're going to participate in, according to the family we was birthed out of. God, you really got us this time. So we're grateful for this experience that you are allowing us to experience with you. Thank you for allowing us to go in you and through you to get our heart desires, and then change. You can go in us and through us, and you can touch everybody that's connected to us for your name's sake. And this is in your son, Jesus Christ's name. Amen. Peace and blessings. What's good? I come into your presence with peace and blessings. I come speaking that thing called life, because we need life. And I believe that the only way we gonna get it, we gotta hunger for it. The only way we gonna get it, we gotta run for it. The only way we gonna get it, we gotta chase it. Some of y'all don't want to chase it, right? Oh, we gonna chase this thing because we need this thing. What's going on, people? Perfect people, right? At a perfect time. This is a happy community. I'm so happy, man. I heard somebody that logged on to the feed, and they don't come on when you guys come on, and I'm grateful that the ones that do come on, because I need to see y'all. I need to see some people. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. What's up, Monica? What's up, Shay? She? What's good, Gwen? Kat, I see y'all. Okay, I need to see some people, because I don't want y'all to leave me out here by myself, right? On the front line. I believe I'm fighting for you. I believe that I'm fighting for me. I believe that we have to fight for something different. We are streaming live from YouTube, right? Adonis Johnson. I really need y'all to support that by just clicking on the subscribe button. It will get bigger, but hey, at the end of the day, long as we do what we supposed to do, you will receive the things that you're supposed to receive. Right? For some of you, you are in perfect position for God to take you exactly where you need to go. You've been waiting a long time. I'm just here to speak on it, to speak about it. You are ready for launch. Put your seatbelt on, okay? And everybody that's rolling with you, put your seatbelt on, because you're going to need a seatbelt in order to get where you going. I mean, you're going to be thrusted, right? Some of you about to be released, right? And you're bringing people with you. But I'm going to tell you something, Miss Lewis. You better watch these people, Miss Stewart, that you're trying to bring with you, because everybody ain't certified. Come on, Chris. Some of these people are going to deceive you and leave you once they get to their destination. And guess what? It's okay. I understand we would like to bring everybody with us. This thing on YouTube got me looking straight up like I got the ultimate tan, right? I don't know what's up with my little camera, but anyway, we here. Listen, I got hoodies. Y'all need to go to Amazon. Make sure y'all support this organization, right? We nonprofit, right? Nonprofit by God, okay? And we here to do the work, right? We build to get better. And I believe if you getting better, then you need to let the army get better too. We a unit right now. I know some of you ain't met. What's up, Jaquan, Miss Goodman? Some of you, y'all need to meet some of these people. Miss Rogers, you need to meet some of these people, and I can't wait till we all link up. I mean, Sonya done already started making things happen, right? Because when the Lord moves you, then, I mean, one person can't do it alone. Yes, I am the general of the Invisible Crown Army. Golly. For some of y'all that don't know, I just had to go to the dentist. And let me tell you about this quick dentist experience real quick. I had to get 3-4 fillings over here. And I had to get a teeth of wisdom pulled over here, right? And let me be honest with you. When the crown thing came off of the teeth over here, they put a new dentist on me, right? And I believe he wanted to do some extra stuff. And what happened is he cracked the canal, right? But not paying attention, I guess. And he put all this glue inside of this thing to put this crown on in the back over here, right? Listen to this. And what happened is the glue came through the cut, the crack, and literally I have glue underneath my skin up here in my sinus, right? And what am I saying to you? My mouth got infected. The cold air, my head was hurting. What am I saying? Some people in your life is going to be inexperienced in what it is that they're trying to do. I know that don't make sense to some of you, right? Let's be clear then. Let's make it real. You are inexperienced in some areas right now. Some of you barely budgeted $5,000. Some people ain't never had $1,500 at one time. Some people wasn't even good over a 600 credit score. Some people wasn't even good over a Fingerhut credit card. As soon as you got the credit card, you start running it up as if you would, like this was like a swipe or something. Like at the end of the day, some people been swiping so much that you spend more than you bring in. Come on, y'all. Let's be clear about this. I make sure that each and every last one of you have enough substance, you have enough form so you can get the job done. Some of you want to hit the target, then I'm going to point you to smaller targets first. Hit yourself first. Some of you need to hit yourself first and wake up. Why? Why do I need you to wake up? Because see, some of you, we need to find out where your mind is at right now currently. Well, what I've been doing is pointing you to your imagination right now. Your imagination is your power. Your imagination is the ability to create, right? Create what you desire and God will provide it for you. But I recognize that your intellect, you look at things that's in your life, you can find everything that's wrong to why you can't get what really you desire. Well, I'm here to let you understand if we can block out your intellect, put your imagination on what it is you're looking for, then there's another step that we need to make sure that take place. Ask yourself right now, are we in our thoughts? Are we in our imagination? Or are we in, or what is holding our attention right now? Attention, come on, Chris. Attention is power. And we need to make sure that your attention is always on prosperity. You see, listen to me. Let's be clear. A broke mind always needs proof. I'm going to prove it when I go into the recap. I'm going to prove it when I flip the script. For some of you, you don't like my voice right now. I get it, the frequency. I'm not yelling. This is just my coaching voice. I coach with this voice. Why do I coach with this voice? I'm not coaching you, Miss Riley. I'm coaching me right now. What's going on? Everybody that checks in, yes, I'm radical. Yes, I'm a bold. Yes, I'm courageous. Yes, I'm about it. Why? Because I need to make sure you get everything you need. Because if somebody ain't going to speak for you, then I got to get down here and I got to speak for you. I got to speak for you. I got to speak for me. I got to speak for everybody that needs what they need right now. Because we ain't got time to be begging. We ain't got time to be sitting over here looking helpless and homeless like we don't know what we should be doing. And we looking like we got it together. A lot of us, we look good on the outside. Inside just rotten. Inside just hollow. Well, guess what? Don't pretend with me because I ain't pretending with you. Let's get it done. And that's what we're here to do. We're here to get it done. So what do I say? I say, listen to this. Your imagination, that's power. Imagination is how you connect to the universe. Come on, y'all. I'm saying something that's real right now. Imagination. This is not religion. This is relationship. This is you and the power that you have. But if you don't know your power, you have no power. So today, let's just clear your mind and let's get to your power right now. Whatever you see for yourself, whatever you want for yourself, whatever you saw yourself becoming, come on now, we become it because today we're getting closer and closer to your dreams. But when it comes to you, you better know that belongs to you right now. The only walk that you have is your walk. The only thing that you need is what's for you. You don't have to be jealous of anybody else. You don't have to envy anybody else because everything that you desire, he already put it here for you. That's why I got to unpack it for you. So check it out. Imagination. But listen to this. Let's go with your thoughts right now. What is your thoughts? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Your thoughts. Where your thoughts at? What you've been thinking lately, right? Let's go. Do you know who you are? Right? Do you know what you are? And do you know where you are? Some of us, you better think about that. That's something you want to write down. Who am I? What am I? And where am I? My point is, that's how you become honest with yourself. But you're going to access something called attention. Your attention is the real power behind anything. What has your attention right now? Because at the end of the day, you make it time for yourself. But if you can direct your attention and put it on your imagination, you can direct your attention and put it on what you asking for yourself, then we can see a manifestation of whatever it is you asking for. Well, how do we get that? Your emotions, your feelings. Come on, ladies. Your emotions and your feelings is what gonna birth what it is that you see. You got to point that thing in the right direction, though. Your mind cannot just be doing what it want to do. You can't be all in your head, because your mind will shoot you back to your past and your mistakes and why you did what you did. You tried it before, but it was the wrong time. You tried it before, but it was the wrong person. You tried it before, but you ain't had what you need. You tried it before, it just didn't work. But today it's going to work today. And for some of you, you ahead of yourself. You think in the future, I'm just going to put that on God's hand. Guess what? Why do you think he gave you two hands? If you're going to put it in God's hand, then you better look back at the two hands he gave you and say, get to work. Because at the end of the day, you got to access the power of right now. So God, we ask that in this huddle, in this circle, in this time frame right now, you will give us what we need so we can access the power of right now, God. You provide us with the strength. You give us power to face things that we will never be able to face without you. We need the spirit of you, God. We need your strength. We need everything that you have for us right now. And we're willing to trade. What will we trade? We'll trade some of our desires. We'll trade some of the situations and circumstances. We'll trade some of these fools we done allowed to come into our life. We'll trade a few family members for some new people. We'll trade some of these familiar faces with a couple strangers. God, at the end of the day, we so desperate right now. We desperate for you because we recognize in order to get something different, Coach AJ said we got to be willing to do something different. And today he gave us an idea that if we can adopt the I Am My Life Coach self-manifestation tool, that we can be somebody we never been before. And God, you can use us like you never used us before, because we recognize our eyes is open, our minds are open, our ears are open. And you said, God, deliverance comes from hearing. Yay! So I ask God that the people be able to hear today, hear you, God, hear you in a situation, hear you and where you're calling them to and where you're calling them from, so they can know who they are. Yes, God, they can know what they are. Come on now, and they can know where they at. Because if you don't have self-realization, you don't even know where you're going right now. Today, this has been made very, very clear to us. We getting access granted. Prepare for the alternate route, because the only way to accomplish what it is some of you desire, you're going to need an alternate route. You going to need an alternate route. I'm talking like your mama couldn't pay the light bill, and she had to put, like my mom, Carrie, she had to put that orange cord out the door and plug it into the hallway, and she put another cord. We had about 8 cords connected together, but every room was lit up with a lamp. Do you hear me? Let's be clear about something. Cable, same way. TV, same way. Some of you had to borrow people clothes. Come on now. Don't act like you had it together. Some of you, in the situations you done had, I was expressing to somebody earlier today. Some of you people, you do your makeup so amazing. Some of you, your makeup, your face looks amazing. You really done a lot of job. But I was explaining to another coach today. I said, let's be clear about something. People will ask you, who do your makeup? I do my own makeup, and you smile, right? Like, I do my own makeup. They be like, ooh, can you do mine? What they don't know is how many times how you mess your face up. How many times I can hurt your eyebrows now, but guess what? Once upon a time, you damn near cut your whole eyebrow off. You had to live with no eyebrow because you took the hit yourself. That's what I did in order to be able to do the things that I'm able to do right now. I'm not talking because I'm perfect. I'm talking because I'm real. And for some of you, you need a real relationship. You need some real communication, because without no relationship, there will be no communication. Without no communication, there will be no transformation. The only way to have a transformation, come on, Chris, is you are going to have another idea. You're going to have an idea. And the idea is, I am a life coach. That's the only idea that I know that gives you God and you. That's the only idea I know that says God is my life coach. I can roll with that. Hallelujah. Amen. God is my life coach. Amen. But in the natural realm, it's the only thing I can say. Man, I'm my life coach. I ain't got time to be dealing with nobody, no foolishness, no anything. This on me. I don't want to blame nobody. You know what? I knew better, but I did it anyway. I know I'm done for doing that. I know I should have got rid of them. I know I did. I shouldn't. You know what? These shoes are stupid right here. I'm taking these shoes back. Who told me to take my crazy butt in here and buy these shoes? I don't even like these shoes. You know what? Where that receipt at? Man, I done lost the receipt. You know what? I'm taking these shoes back anyway. Some people done returned shoes back, literally did not have a receipt, and they took them shoes back. We're gonna give you some store credit. I don't want no store credit. I need my money put back on my card, and that's what I'm trying to express to you. We're in a point in time right now that you guys got to reevaluate where you at right now. We have to reevaluate where we at right now, because this is serious. Some of us, we're not getting older, we're becoming more mature. And if we don't get no practice, we're going to do some stupid stuff. We're going to do something real stupid. And I don't want none of us to do nothing real stupid. I need some of you to be okay without being invited, included, or considered. I need y'all to write that down. I need some of you to be okay without being included, invited, or considered. Why do I say that? For some places, people trying to include you in that, you don't belong with that. So God is not going to put you with that, and you're going to have to be okay. Okay? Now the invite. Let's go to the invite. Be okay with not being invited. Why? Because the God that's in you, it's not his time to show up. If you show up, stuff gonna happen. So you are not to go. So you not being invited. So the demons don't want you there. So guess what? It's okay to not be invited. But the last one is you ain't even considered. Now in this situation, you're gonna have to be okay without being considered. Not being considered to date, not being considered to go to the show, to go to wherever, because they just saved your life. They just saved your life, and they saved theirs as well. What am I saying? You're going to have to be okay without being invited, included, or considered. That's what he told me. In order to make this transformation stick, you're going to need a new idea. And one new idea is you're going to have to be okay without being invited, considered, or even chosen. Okay? Let's just be clear about that. Or considered, right? So let's go to that. Let me get this music bike popping. Let me just give me this little intro real quick. What's up, y'all? Listen, this is the Mighty Monday Meltdown. I'm your transformation coach. They call me AJ the Wildfire. It'll be nice if you could share this feed, right? That's how we get the word out. What do? All I come to do is help tune his mind up. Some of you, your spirit is good. Your position is good. You just need somebody that can speak the language and help you get what you need right now. Earlier, I started busting this thing open. I started telling us that, hey, listen, your imagination is very important into what it is you need to do. Don't let nobody tell you your imagination is not needed. Your imagination is activated today. You need to imagine what it is you need. Now, guess what? When you imagine something, that means I don't want you to imagine the wrong thing. Imagine what you need, where you going. Imagine yourself on another level. Imagine yourself becoming bigger. Imagine yourself not worrying or wanting for anything, right? Guess what? That's where your mind should be. Now take your attention and put it on that. And I'm going to tell you, you're going to draw so much in to who you are and who you becoming, because your attention is very important. For some of you, you got to ask yourself, what has your attention right now? Is it that food? Is it these kids? Is it them bills, right? Is it what you did last week? Is it these people? What have your attention? Because what have your attention could take you in the wrong direction. A poverty mindset always need proof. Remember that. A poverty mindset always need proof. Proof, right? A wealthy prosperity mindset, it needs opportunity. For some of you, you here because in this huddle, on this battlefield called life, in this timeout, this is your opportunity. This is prosperity. This is not preaching. This is really reaching, teaching, eaching, whatever the heck you want to call it. But I don't need you to breach what's going on right now, because I don't need no distractions for what we're trying to manifest. Some of us, you graduating today. Some of us, you going to get to a whole nother level. And I just pray you come back and be like, AJ, I got to come back because you helped me. I got to come back because I want to help somebody else, because if it wasn't for what you did, I would still be stuck where I was. And I know it was you, because God told me to come back and sit here and hold my position. And I'm glad you came to hold your position, because I've been holding my position ever since this journey and this mission started. And I'm so grateful and glad I don't have to sit by myself. I'm so grateful and glad that I don't have to be by myself. So I'll run it back again. For some of you, I need for you to be okay without being invited, included, and considered. Because moving forward, you need a new idea in order to help you with this transformation. And we're going to transform today. So what am I doing? What am I doing is I'm going to do a recap. And in my recap, I'm going to hit something. And if you see my mouth talking a little crazy or a little slur to it, that's because I just had some surgery done, right? Listen, let's go into this scripture real quick. Stay with me, Miss Lewis. Let's go, Sparkles. I see you right there. Vicky on deck. I got the Invisible Crown Army. We are on deck. And since I got a lot of women, let's be clear, women, you can wipe this. You can wash this. You can wash this down. You can write this down. Let's go. For these men, I know y'all hear me. Y'all come on after this. I get that. Y'all come on, check it out, listen, see who want to feed, whatever. That's good. Ladies, you got to give these men time to build heaven for you. Let's be clear about it. If you're going to be an angel, then he going to have to build heaven for you. Because at the end of the day, an angel do not live in hell. And for some of y'all walking around here switching in hell right now. And y'all done got comfortable being in hell. And that's really where you want to be. And when you don't get that attention, then at the end of the day, you don't get the attention for the heavenly places. So you get stuck in the hellish places. And I need to make sure that we get this conversion and get this thing going in the right direction. Men, I need you to build heaven so that you can take that angel and put her on some heaven grounds, okay? Because at the end of the day, an angel cannot live in hell. Let's be clear with this. And for some of you, be okay with not being invited. Be okay without being considered, right? And be okay with the last one. Be invited, considered, or even called to be able to be present in whatever that foolishness is. So we got to change, right? So what is it that you need right now? What is it that you need? Do some of you need a new month? Do you need a new beginning, a new start? Do you need a new mindset? You need a new focus? You need some new intentions, okay? Some of you just need some new intentions. And I believe bigger, better, greater is a thought. It's a mindset. A thought. Bigger, better, greater. Bigger, better, greater. That's a thought. Put your attention on that for 1 minute. 1 minute. Come on, God. We need you to, God. If they shifting their mind right now and they putting their mind on something new right now, bigger, better, and greater, then they have to understand, Lord, we recognize that AJ said that it need a new idea in order to have a transformation. And if they put their mind on something new, then that means where we at right now becomes the old. So, God, we want to take off the old. We want to take off the old, and we want to put our attention. What is our attention? That's our higher level of self-conscious right now. And we want to focus our attention on bigger, better, and greater. And that connects to your imagination. Come on, y'all. Y'all want to get spiritual, or y'all want to be real? Or some of y'all don't think this is it. This is for y'all. Y'all think this is just like, I got my this, I got my pan, all that. Listen, okay, that's fine. You can have whatever you have. Maybe this ain't for you. I get it. But for those that you know what I know, and y'all know I'm about that thing. I'm about some prosperity. And I recognize that only way to get prosperity, you got to have 2 or 3 touching and agreeing. So that means everybody, Miss Riley, got to agree. But for those that do agree, I guarantee, I don't normally guarantee anything unless God tell me to guarantee this. I guarantee the Lord will show out in your life if you hold your position, if you stay true to the calling and truly begin to understand exactly what we're doing. And it's called acceptance. You will have this transformation I keep speaking about. But why would you transform and then go run back to your old place? Some of you go back to where you used to be. Them demons will beat you back out of there because you never supposed to win. You never supposed to get out of there. It's almost like jumping ships. For some of you done jumped ships, and I'm sorry. Let me cut this music off. You done jumped ships. Ain't no going back. You done already cut him off, cut her off. Ain't no going back for you. You done already said, yes, God, I'm ready, Lord. You do it for me. He said, okay. Many I picked. Many was picked, but few was chosen. What do you think you was chosen for? You was chosen for the Invisible Crown Army. That's what you was chosen for. You was chosen to be here because this is your evaluation that's going to help you in your elevation for where you going. for where you going, for where you going. I don't know where you going, but you're going somewhere, but you're going to need to be grounded to something different from what everybody else is getting. You are going from standing in to standing out, but you're going to have to first stand up because he called you and you're going to have to shift and move. This is unorthodox. This is not your normal. This is not your committee or crew. This is not your group, your ministry group. This ain't nothing. Call it what you want to call it. But what I'm trying to express to you is I'm desperate. I'm on the front line. I'm on the front line trying to get this thing done. I'm the general of the Invisible Crown Army. This is what I was told, right? Visible Crown Army is what I was told. So I'm going to go to one thing first because I need to give us the rules. I need to give us the rules on where we at, right? See, I cut that music off because I want to shift real quick. But before I shift, I need to make sure I don't lose my place. So I want to shift real quick, right? I want to go to Exodus 14. I'm just recapping right now, but this is just a bonus just to support what I was saying about this army thing. Exodus 14:19. I checked in with Sonia with this and I showed Sonia this. I'm like, Sonia, I told you I wasn't making this up. So Sonia chimed in when she looked at it. She's like, wow, this is good, AJ. This is good, minister. Sonia called me minister, y'all. Listen to it. Verse 19, and she got a dope song she made for the Invisible Crown Army. I can't wait to bring her into the studio to play this thing. Listen to this. Verse 19, then the angels of God, stop. That be you. That be you. YouTube, Facebook. The angels of God is you. You are the messengers. Let's be clear. That's why we're here. We're in the huddle. This is a timeout. We got work to do. Watch this work that we got to do, Marie. Watch this. It says the angels of God who had been traveling in front of Israel's army. Stop right there. There go another timeout. Did not tell you guys we on the front line? Did I not tell you hold your position, Vicky? Hold your position, Ms. Williams. Hold your position, Gwen. It's right here. They wasn't traveling in the front. Listen to this, the army. They withdrew and went behind them. Stop right here. This is when we finna make the transition. We was holding the front line, but now the front line have to shift and we have to get behind the people. You have to get behind your friends. You have to get behind your children. You have to see, first we was pulling them, right? We was pulling them. Now we got to go behind them and now we have to push them. We have to push. So we have to shift. So here come the shift right now, right? I told you, new month, new beginning, new start, new mindset, new focus, new intentions for new results. We about to get some new results. Some of you good at pulling, but you need to learn how to push. And right now, ain't nobody finna push you. We about to push the people. We about to push now, right? Push this thing out. Everything can't be poured out. Some stuff got to be pushed out. So in your life, come on now, you got some blessings and some stuff that you've been asking for. You keep trying to pull it out. You're gonna pull it out. No. You're gonna have to push it out. You're gonna have to grab down and push. You're gonna have to push, right? So listen to this. It says, here you go, verse 19, right? Verse 19. They went behind the pillar. Listen, they withdrew from the front and went behind them. The pillar of cloud also moved from the front and stood behind them too. Stop right there. Remember, I said some people, you got a cloud, but you ain't got no rain. You got requests, but you ain't getting no answer. If you shift when we shift, you gonna get some rain because we following the flow right now. If God move, we move just like that. At the end of the day, you don't want to go where God used to be. God ain't there no more. But if you run your butt over there, run your butt in there, run yourself in there, let me hear what God got to say. God didn't have nothing to say to you inside of that. God has something to say to you last night, this morning, even right now in this huddle. He said, only way I'm talking to you, you better take a time out because you talk too much. You want to take a time out because you keep asking too many questions. I need you to get these instructions. The only way you're going to get these instructions, you're going to have to calm down, relax, and receive. Let's go. Calm down, relax, and receive. That's how you get what it is God has for you. He said deliverance comes through hearing. And the only way you're going to hear something, you're going to have to calm down, relax, and receive. Some of you don't know how to receive. You've been so busy trying to be the anchor in the relationship, the head in the relationship, the one that, you want to bring God's glory into the relationship you participate in. It ain't on you, especially ladies. That man, if he don't know God, at the end of the day, I advise you to find a way to get away from him, because I'm just going to be clear with you. You cannot become his God. You cannot. God, that man will leave you there, and them demons will beat you silly, because at the end of the day, he's inactive at that point. That means he haven't found his connection, so there's no connectivity, and you can't keep walking around here. God said, you gotta be. God said, God don't like ugly. He gonna be like, look in the mirror, okay? Before you start talking about what God don't like, there's nowhere in the Bible that says God do not like us. Nowhere. So that's something that you will be penalized on, because you making up stuff that God did not say. He did not say he don't like ugly. Because at the end of the day, ugly, how did you associate ugly with evil? Right? Evil is your intentions. Evil is your motive. Evil is your thoughts. He says, my thoughts ain't even your thoughts. So your thoughts are your thoughts, right? But where your attention is at? Your thoughts is here, but what's your intentions is going to determine if the imagination is going to happen. Your intentions, wherever your attention is at, it's going to be either in your thoughts that's just doing, well, it's supposed to be like this. I ain't going to be doing it. See, some of you think more of yourself, and that's the thought you have, until somebody that comes and show you ain't really standing on anything. You ain't cold. You ain't the coldest chick out here, because I'm the coldest chick out here. You can't possibly have your stuff together, because I got my stuff together. This is why some women are so nosy, because they want to know what you got, what your credit score is. How much money you got? How many credit cards? What's your highest limit? They trying to see, because at the end of the day, she's like, man, I just got a little credit card, about $1,000. They look at her here like, she got a long way to go. This chick ain't got $1,000 on credit. Ain't that something? What am I saying? I'm just being honest. I told you I'm going to keep it real with you. At the end of the day, he will give you whatever it is you desire. So listen, so the cloud, what it do? It shifted. We shift with the cloud. I'm going to be honest with you. Some of you don't want to go to the back. No, we going to the back, because listen, when they went to the back, this is what happened. Coming between the armies, the Egypt and Israel. One is in the front, one is in the back. The front is the future. That's prosperity. The past is depression. That's poverty. Remember, a poverty mindset always need proof. Well, it ain't happen. How did it happen to you? They always need some proof. And guess what? You are the one that keeps trying to provide something for somebody that it really doesn't matter. You only show who you are. Remember, I'm only responsible for what I say. Come on, Vicky. Not what you understand. I ain't got time to be teaching no class on why I do what I do and receive prosperity, and you living at the bottom of the barrel because you keep on chasing everything but yourself. Come on now. You better put him on his feed line and shut his feed with somebody, and maybe they'll get it, right? And so listen to this. Throughout the night, the cloud brought darkness to one side and light to the other. The cloud, it brought darkness on one side and it put the light on the other. Some of you in darkness, poverty on one side and prosperity, light on the other. Who did this? The cloud. What cloud? The cloud of God. So I'm just trying to let you know where we at. You guys follow the flow, please. We're going to alternate route. I need y'all to stick close to me right now, right? And it says, and it was like this all night long. You hear me? All night long. So let's go chop into this word. Let's get into the word. I need everybody to recap. This is when I recap. My music is missing, so I got to crank it back up. Let's go. Music missing, but it's back in now. Here's the recap. John 28. I'm going to paraphrase this thing. Listen to this, y'all. John 8:13. The Pharisee challenged to Jesus, right? Here you are, appearing as your own witness, and your testimony is not valid. Do you believe this man is literally telling Jesus, listen, your testimony, you ain't got no witnesses. You ain't got nobody to sing your story. Remember I told you last week, some of you can be so strong, but you don't want to own up to where you've been. You don't want to own up to the hell you've been through, right? Listen to this. How you going to ask Jesus something? Listen to what Jesus said. Jesus answered, even if I testified on my own behalf, my testimony is valid. Guess what? When I went through the wilderness for 40 days to get tested by the devil, you wasn't there with me. For some of you, when you was living on your mama couch, when you was put out, when you ain't have a dime, nobody came and rescued you. That old little relationship you was in love with, some of your spouses you was with, they should have came and hit you like, you know what, I don't want to see you in this bad place. Even though I'm not with your crazy self, thank you, Lord, I don't want to see you go through hard times. I'm going to look out for you. But at the end of the day, for some of you, you went through some stuff by yourself, right? You didn't invite nobody. Come on now. You didn't consider nobody. Y'all get where I'm going with this, right? Right? And you didn't include nobody. Jesus did the exact same thing. He didn't invite nobody, he didn't include nobody, and he didn't consider nobody. He went through hell by himself. He went through his things by himself. He went through hard times by himself. And here it is, somebody trying to question him on his testimony, on where he said, listen, Jesus said, for I know where I come from and where I'm going, but you have no idea where I come from or where I'm going. That should be a warning to some of you. I am my life coach is your answer. That's your answer right there. Because I'm telling you something. People out here, they feel like you owe them everything. Your soul, your heart, your mind, your money, you belong to them. The devil had to be lying to them for thinking this stupid stuff. I pray that you guys wake up today. Today is a new day. If you're ready to accept that new day, then this is a new beginning. This is a new focus, and it has a lot of new results. It's waiting on you. Watch this, you guys, as I'm done with the recap. And listen to this. He said, you don't even know where I come from, man. Get out of here. You judge by human standards. I pass judgment on no one. Stop right there. This is Jesus saying, I ain't got time to judge bad experiences because I've been in bad. Some of you, you've been homeless. You've been without money. You know when a liar is lying, right? You know when somebody trying to get over, right? You know, you could tell when people do what they do because you did it too. For some of you, you was ratchet too. You was ratchet. You stole some stuff. You changed. Come on now. Don't act like you never went in the store and changed the prices. My mama put me up on that game a long time ago. 8 years old, 9 years old. We in here changing prices in the store, okay? Sticking that sticker on right there. Sometimes we used to bring our own price up in there. Do you hear me? Stick that thing on top of that. This is the price right here, bro. This is what they put. This is what you're going to pay. And literally will act this thing out. Like, no, this can't possibly. Man, look, this is what y'all had on. And we raised our voice. And they just felt like we was going to push. They didn't want to cause a scene. And they just said, you know what, this time, but don't come back no more. Isn't it amazing? Some of you still move this same way. You raise your voice thinking you doing something. You raise your voice to these kids. These kids looking at you like, you're like, you ain't going to say nothing. They looking like, don't roll your eyes at me. They looking like, because your method does not work in this day and time, okay? It does not work. Now get yourself together. Take yourself to another level. Go on your vacation. Why don't you get your kids back by doing great things for yourself? Go get on the beach or something. Buy yourself a new car. Keep it moving. And let them see what joy and happiness and peace look like. How about that? How about this drop top I roll up in? And they're like, Mom, can I ride with you? No. Take the bus. How about you ride with your uncle? How about you get in that car and let your niece come get in here with me? You know why she get the ride? Because you talk too much. And I don't need your little negative attitude in my automobile. Do you hear what I just said? That was so good. Yes, Lord. He's giving it to us, you guys. So listen, that's what Jesus said, right? Come on, let's get into this word now. I've been waiting to chop this thing and crack this thing with y'all. Come on, y'all, let's go. We going over into Luke, right? This is going to be real heavy for y'all, but I'm glad y'all here with me because I'm here with you. And we ain't going nowhere till we get this word. We're going to get this word today. All right? That's something amazing for y'all, for us. Not y'all, us too. Don't leave me out. Luke 6. We're going to Luke 6. Now listen. Remember, at the beginning, I told you, be careful about what you build, right? Because here's the reason why you have to be careful. Because in order to have your transformation, you need a new idea, Chris. You need an idea. You need an idea, Sonia. Whoever else on this feed line, if you can hear my voice, you need an idea in order to get something different. For us, and many of us, the only way to ground yourself, the new idea is I am my life coach. That gives you the right to be you. Self-manifestation is important. You got to have a new idea, a new concept. That's what we've been learning for the last 3 years. I don't get away from this because I realize this is how we hit the target. You got to have a new idea, right? In order to get an outer result, we need an inner concept. The inner concept is I am my life coach. This is my money. This is my bills. This is my car. This is my house. This is the relationship that I'm in. And I don't have to do it. I can do it how I want to do it. That's all I'm trying to tell you. In order to have an outer experience, you need an inner concept. I am my life coach is that inner concept. Let's go. We in this word now. Where we at? We at Luke 6. Luke 6, verse 46. Pay attention to the drop. I don't want to lose you, but I'm going to go kind of quick. Why do you call me Lord, Lord, and do not do what I say? Stop right here. For some of us, I told you, calm down, relax, and receive. We are so amped up that every time we hear something, we don't respond. We like to react. For some of us, we show out. Okay? You can't even tell somebody, oh girl, mess your hair up. You know what? Your makeup is smeared. Don't tell me she hating. She wasn't hating. Boo. Your stuff is jacked. For real, for real. All right? Them shoes that walk, I know how you walk regularly. Your shoes too tight, babe. You need to resell them. Put them on eBay, Amazon. You need to redo them. Resell. Okay? You can do it again. There's no need to mess up your feet trying to look cute and pretty. I don't care if you wear a size 14. Get what brings you comfort. Because right now, you make me uncomfortable just watching you. Okay? And you should not be leaning to the side in them shoes. Okay? Don't do them shoes like that. Some of y'all get them little karate shoes back out. Come out them heels and put them karate shoes on till you get to your destination. Okay? He said, why do you call me Lord and don't do what I say? Listen to this. As for everyone who comes to me and hear my words, stop right there. Please just hear the words of God. The Spirit is talking, not me. So I try to chase down when the Spirit is talking. I'm a special kind. I realize this because I want you to get this. Everybody's not going to hear what I'm saying. Somebody will hear. And that somebody will be blessed tremendously. I pray that somebody be you today, right? Listen to this. He say, as for everyone who comes to me and hears, you see, some people, you just coming, but you ain't hearing. For some people, you just going to church, but you ain't hearing. For some people, you just logging in online to Sunday services and you ain't heard nothing. You get that? And hear. Okay? Listen to that. That was important. He say, my words will be for you. My words will be for what you've been asking for. My words is the solution to whatever problem you may have. It's the answer. It's everything you desire. It's what you need in order to accomplish, to conquer whatever it is you're going through. Remember, some of us, we need to be delivered from poverty, delivered mentally, delivered emotionally, delivered spiritually, right? Some of us, we need to be healed mentally. Some of us, we need our sight to be restored because we're blind. Blind by what? Blind by darkness and things we done been in for so long that we called it normal. This is not normal. We living in a time where abnormal done became normal, and normal right now don't really exist. But when you do normal stuff, it seems so out of line that to the point where we always trying to justify the right thing. Like, I don't mean to say this like this. And, I'm not trying to. That's the devil working right there because it seems so funny to tell the truth. And the truth just trying to, the truth will set you free. I feel like, we could, but I don't want to be, to hinder it. All that. Calm down, relax, and receive. That's what we have to do, right? So listen to this. He say, my words, and put them into practice. Practice means when I give you this, Miss Lewis and Miss Rogers, I'm not expecting you to be Michael Jordan. I'm not expecting some of you to be anything. I just said put it into practice. That means first receive, and then at least try to implement a little bit, and then tomorrow implement a little bit more, and then the next day implement a little bit more, then a little bit more, then a little. I got people that goes back and watch this feed like 3 to 4 times, dissect everything. Maybe that's just me that's dissecting. I listen to these feed more than anybody on this feed line because I know the power that's inside of this thing right here. What's going on? Peace and blessings. I got a couple of my brothers logging in all day. Yeah, we on deck, front line. Listen to this, you guys. He say, put it into practice. Anything you do, you better start practicing now because that's the only way, an idea. Remember, only way to get a transformation, you need an idea. The idea is I am my life coach. The idea is let me focus on me without somebody pushing me to focus on me. And then my attention is, you know what? Let me just mind my business. You should have been about your business instead of having to mind your business. Be about your business instead of minding your business. Be about it, right? For some of us, we are about that business, okay? And you come messing with us, it's going to be a problem. Y'all got it? Good. Listen to this. Put it into practice. Now here goes your spirit and here goes the Lord. I will show you what they are like. Listen to this. Here's the idea. They are like a man building a house who dug down deep. Stop. Here you go, right here. Chris, listen to this. They digging, Monica, right? Miss Stewart, they digging with an idea of a house. Some of you, your imaginations is what you want, right, Miss Roger? But he's digging because he has an imagination that I'm going to hire me a house. But based on the stuff I done seen in this world, based on the things I know that goes on, based on how these little men is out here and these women is out here and the cost of living is out here and medical and insurance and all this stuff, I got to dig down. I'm digging, right? So he's digging down, the man, with an image of what he wants. So he knows exactly what he's attempting to do, but he's digging down. This is for some of you that want the quick right now. I want it now. Tell me what this is. What is this? What we doing? Because you don't have an imagination. That's your first problem. For some of you, you don't have no imagination, so you question everything. And you even question the person that's a visionary or the person with imagination. They be like, that's dumb. How are you going to do this? And you got to explain to somebody that called your stuff dumb, and now you got to go explain that, well, if my stuff is dumb, then why am I explaining it to you? That's two dumb people at that point, right? Because you didn't give me the idea in the first place. Second of all, if God gave it to me, then it's available to me and me only. Watch me work. Here you go. He said this person built a house who dug down deep, and laid the foundation. That means he knew he wanted a house. He had to lay a foundation on the rock. For who? For himself. Some of you ain't laid nothing. All you want to do is try to lay down law. You see the law? You want to lay down law, but you ain't laid a foundation. How you going to lay down a law and you don't even obey the law that you lay down? You don't even seek and have principles for yourself to tell yourself to shut up. You don't even listen to yourself. Some of y'all, let's be clear. If it ain't you, it's somebody connect to you. Watch out for people that they want to tell you something, but they don't listen to themselves to tell themselves something. When they say shut up, they still be talking like, let me just say one thing. No, I don't want to hear you. I don't want to hear you. I need to hear me. Okay. And I think you need to listen to what you're saying and get your thoughts together before you start trying to have a conversation. So I show you the next group of people. He said, when the flood came, the torrent struck the house, but could not take it because it was built well. Stop. I just need for y'all to understand this one thing. If you don't get nothing else, Miss Stewart got it. Whoa, say that. It says it was built well. Some of you, I told you, in order to have an outer situation or an outer result, you need an inner concept. Your inner concept should put you together well. I am my life coach is an inner concept. That's my inner concept. When I come on deck, the invisible crown, character and my attitude, I am my life coach. Mind your business. Keep it moving, please. This is what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. I know who I am. I know what I am. And I know where I am. Can you say the same? I know who I am. I know what I am. And I know where I am. Some of you better listen to what you're saying. Who I am, what I am, and where I am. Some people cannot say that, okay? That's the indicator that you have the light, but you still, just because you got the light, you better be careful. Because when you got the light, you are a moving target. But you can also spot a ninja in the dark too. Don't sit here and be surprised. The one that's been hating on you, the one that's trying to come at you, the one that's been trying to mess up your system, the one that's been running your business. Don't be surprised it's been a family member. Don't be surprised if your girlfriend, you was wondering like, how they know my business? How they know that I'm still mourning over my guy or mourning over my loss or mourning over anything? You mean tell me she told my business? That told my business? Like, she ain't even qualified to even say anything about my life. But that's a distraction. Shift your mind and stay focused. That's one person we got to worry, less person we got to worry about. They gone up off this ship, right? It says, and they could not shake it because it was built well. You see, when you built well, that's an opportunity. A broke mindset always needs proof, right? Be snapping pictures of you while you sleep, messed up and stuff like that. Listen to this. It says, but the one who hears my word and does not put them into practice. You better listen to this now. Now listen, for all you that log on, I pray that you practice with me, okay? I'm getting stronger and you getting stronger too. I used to say, I am my life coach too. You get me? And I literally is going to write the book for the kids. I am my life coach, TOO, too. I'm my life coach too. Because your children sees what you do, okay? Let's be clear about that. For all y'all that log off, log back in because it's still popping up in here. Let's be clear about that part. Remember, you're going to have to be okay without being invited, without being included, and without being considered, okay? At the end of the day, we have to have a new idea, and we also need an inner concept in order to have an outer experience, in order to manifest something. So listen to this. But the one who hears my word does not put them into practice, like the man who built the house on the ground without a foundation. On the ground without a foundation. On the ground without a foundation. How many? Listen to this. That's like getting your hair done and you ain't got no foundation on. And you got this blonde hair or whatever, and you ain't got no base. So your face is looking like a powder puff, right? It look like you just put your face in some flour, and you just like, I'm like, what's wrong with this girl, right? And your makeup is just all over the place. You don't put a little lipstick here and smear it in to make you some. You just try to whip up. You ain't got no base. Meaning, like, I can tell it's makeup. The purpose of makeup is not to make it look like makeup. It's to make it look original for picture purposes. But now they got filters. So some of y'all done filtered y'all way through life. But at the end of the day, we talking about real moments right now. We need some real moments, right? This is a real moment when the cameras is out, but you done got caught off guard, okay? A real moment got you all busted and jacked up. Listen to this. They built their house without a foundation. The moment. Come on, y'all. I pray that you prepare for the moment. The moment the torrent struck that house, that means a lot of us, I told you, you want to be built a certain type of way because the problems that goes with the world are in the world. We not exempt from that. It's how you built. Like me, I'm built. I ain't for the BS. I ain't for the going back and forth with nobody. I ain't for the trying to explain myself over and over again. Hey, you don't like me, keep it moving. You got a problem with me? So what? Hey, you think this way of me? That's your opinion. Everybody got one. I don't have time. I don't have to hear it though. I don't have to experience your opinion about me. Just take your opinion and keep it moving. And join everybody else. That's how I feel about it, right? Okay. It says, and that house, it collapsed. That house collapsed, and its self-destruction was complete. For some of you, that destruction took place. You don't have nothing, but we can build something. We have a timeout going right now. We have God's present. The Lord is present, and we can build whatever we desire. And that's what I'm helping. That's what I'm here. I'm AJ the Wildfire, and I'm here to help you build. So I want to show you something that's going to knock everything back in place. Come on, y'all. Y'all know I was going to say something, but it's going to knock everything back in place, right? Everything finna fall back in place and I'm done. Turn to Luke. I got more time. Turn to Luke. Luke 10, you guys. Man, this teaching is so amazing. What's going on, y'all? I hope y'all know this is a difficult time. We smack in the middle of a year right now. I need y'all to at least give me 10 more minutes and we done. I have to pray us out, though. I want to do something amazing. Thank you guys on is this thing even on? Yeah, it's on. Thank you guys for logging in on YouTube. You know, I love you guys as well. All right, Luke 10, check it out. Right? Luke 10, check it out. Check it out. Remember what I told you about broke mindsets? Always needs proof, right? Prosperity just need opportunity. Watch this, Vicky. You finna get this, Marie. Listen to this. Verse 25. On one occasion, an expert in the law stood up to test Jesus. Stop right here. For some of you, Jesus never wrote a book. He ain't attend no Harvard college, no prestige college, no HBCU. He ain't go nowhere like that, okay? No degree, no certification. Just a man, right? Just a man, but a man with the spirit. Come on, y'all. For some of you, listen, even the people that he chose, many is picked, Vicky, few is chosen. He didn't choose them at church. Let's be clear. He didn't choose them because they was going to church. We talking about Jesus. He didn't choose them because, well, they did have some jobs and they had a life, okay? He just realized that we have to go get these other people, right? So listen to this. He stood up. Somebody always trying to challenge this man, right? Like, remember, they just told Jesus, you can't give no testimony. Jesus said, man, look, your law say you need to go get another witness. Man, I don't need no witness. The Father is my witness. That's what Jesus said. And that's what some of you need to say. Y'all need to understand the Lord is my witness. And some of you probably say, the Lord is my witness. That's God talking. The Lord is my witness. I showed up. Like, you ain't show up. The Lord is my witness. Some of you so powerful. Yes, God. I got to keep going. Listen to this. He stood up to test Jesus. Teacher, he asked, there go that position. What must I do to inherit eternal life? Stop. Here go a I am my life coach moment. At least this fool had enough sense to say, what must I do? Some of y'all ain't never asked what I got to do to get my finances right, Pastor. What I got to do to get myself together so I can get me a husband, Pastor. What I got to do. What I hear your word, but what do I have? Make it personal. Make it personal. Look what he said. He said he made it personal. What I have to do. Now, remember, he was testing them, but he had to switch it because he started talking about himself. What must I do to inherit eternal life? Here goes Jesus. What is written in the law? He replied, how do you read? Stop right there. Some of you, I told you, this is serious. How do you read it is very important. How do you see it is very important. How do you visualize what's your imagination? What do you see for yourself? What is it that you want? Where is your attention at? Is it on the pastor? Is it on the sermon he preached? Or is it on your situation and where you at? Where is your attention at? And how do you read it, right? How you read this thing. Listen to this. This is what Jesus said. This is good right here. I ain't gonna lie to you guys. That's why I wouldn't extend it because it's so good. He said, how do you read it? Listen to this. He answered, this the other person. Love the Lord, your God. Okay, you should be loving your God with all your heart, right? With all your soul, that's your soul, all your soul, and with all your strength, that means all your strength. Some of y'all use all y'all strength to try to convince none of your strength on the right things. Come on, y'all. But today you're going to get it. Listen to this. All your strength with all your mind. Ain't that something? That's your attention. Where your attention at? You mean tell me your strength is on your cousins them and your jacked up family, and your mind is on this relationship with this guy or this girl? Are you serious? Your mind is on my money. You better put your mind on something else. Okay? Listen to this. And he said, and love your neighbor as yourself. Now, this is what the man says. This is what Jesus says. You have answered correctly. For some of you, I told you your spirit is good. Some of you put your seatbelt on. God finna take you somewhere. You going, but you gonna choose some people to go with you. And everybody that goes with you, let's just be clear with you. You only taking them because you got some seats available. If it was me, I'd probably be by myself because ain't too many people rolling with me. So let's just be clear. There's gonna be like, AJ, you sure? Like, God, do I really gotta fill these seats up? Like, listen, we going anyway. You got 6 extra seats. Man, I don't see nobody worthy enough for these. All right, take any, mini, mighty, mo. For some of you, you're going to have an any, mini, mighty, mo because you can care less who rode with you, long as you get there. And that's my attitude. Hey, get in, put your seatbelt on. Don't talk to me. Shut up. When we get there, keep it moving. That's it. I'm telling you, y'all just on this flight together. But once this flight land, they got to go their own way. And you already know what you're trying to do because your attention is there. Your imagination is there. And your power for your emotion does not include no one else. Listen to this. Listen to this. He say, love your neighbor as you love yourself. Jesus said, you answered correctly. Then Jesus replied, do this and you will live. Stop. Do this. Put this into practice and you will live. I am my life coach. I'm done. Some of y'all ask too much. Here go y'all but he wanted to justify himself. Come on now. This is where I want to go in the spirit and slap Chris, Miss Rogers, Miss Stewart, Vicky, everybody on this feed line. We all need to get slapped right here because we don't know how to shut up and just keep it moving. Just, okay, take the hit and move. Smack me, bow. Okay, I'm woke. The smack was just to wake you up. Listen what it says, Vicky. Watch this. It says, he wanted to justify himself. Come on now. Y'all ain't hearing that, Miss Marie. He won't justify himself. So he asked Jesus, and who is my neighbor? And who is my husband? And who are you in my life? And who are you as my friend? And who do you? They literally, like, this is crazy right here. He want to justify himself. And what do you mean? Like, you want me to explain what I just said? I said what I said, meant what I said, how I said it is exactly how I wanted to say it. But what do you mean by that? What do you mean I ain't ready? What do you mean? Okay, you want to justify yourself, right? Okay, listen to this. Watch this, y'all, and I'm done. Listen to this. He want to justify himself. And what do you mean, my neighbor? And Jesus said, a man going down from Jerusalem to Jericho, right? When he was attacked by robbers, come on, y'all. They stripped him of his clothes. Come on, y'all. Beat him and went away, leaving him half dead. Stop right there. That's some of your relationships right now. Your relationship beat you silly, beat your confidence out of you. You emotionally are wrecked right now, robbed you of your innocence. Come on now, stripped your glory clothes off. You in sackcloth now. You sit here looking more busted up now than you ever looked at. Think you pretty on the outside. It was never about your outside in your youth. It was about your heart. It was about your love. It was about what you bring to the table. And it was not your breasts. It was not your body. It was not your lips. It was not none of that. It wasn't a Birkin bag. It wasn't a Louis bag. It was no bag. What it was you. You came as your heart, take me the way I am. But guess what? That wasn't good enough because you wanted the streets certified. You want to be street certified. And what it do? It attacked you. It robbed you. It stripped you. It beat you. And they went away from you, leaving you half dead. And that's where you're at right now today, half dead. You hear me? Half dead. One feet in the grave and the other out talking about something. It look cute though. Got your toes done. It look cute though. All that love. Oh my God. Come on, Lord, let's go. Lord, I need to move this thing. It says, and a priest happened to be going down the same road. And when he saw that person, that be you, he passed by on the other side. So too, a Levite, when he came to the place and saw him, he passed by on the other side. What am I saying? I'm saying some of you, your situations and circumstances is what crippled you. But at the end of the day, none of your spiritual leaders is coming to rescue you. No one is helping you get no money. Nobody is putting you back on your feet. Nobody is endorsing you at all. Nobody is addressing your situation. Your spirit ain't jacked up. You just was dealt a bad hand. And you still got that bad hand in your hand to this day, trying to play this thing called life, being dedicated to what's not dedicated to you. And God is saying to you today, at the end of the day, they sit here and they see your conditions, but ain't done nothing. And you don't see your conditions because you think your conditions is good. You so great. Jesus crazy, but at the end of the day, you crazy about something that you should personally have. And when you personally have it, then you will understand, long as I got Jesus, no one can wipe away my sin but Jesus. No one can do whatever I can do but Jesus. Everything is Jesus with me before it becomes Jesus with we. Y'all see, we, W-E, I'm not even trying to hit a we yet. I better take my W, turn my W upside down, and I'm talking about me and my God and me and Jesus and me, and whatever you doing, I'm going to clap, keep it moving. But at the end of the day, come on, Jesus, what we about to, me and you about to do, because I'm going to tell you, here go the alternate route right here. This is the alternate route. He said they saw him get beat up. They crossed the street because they ain't got time to hear you whining. They ain't got time to hear your situation. They ain't got time to hear your circumstances. They ain't got time, but I'm going to give you a sermon. But I don't want to hear what you're going through, because whatever you're going through, that's because you ain't being obedient to God. Why you going through what you're going through? That's because you ain't listening to God. Why you going through what you're going through? That's because you need Jesus. Why you going through what you're going through? Because God is upset with you and you are study living this double life, sinning life. You ain't going to heaven. You living in hell. Hey, they've been telling you that all your life. And guess what? You depressed because some of you, they done broke your walls down and literally, they done laid that thing on you so heavy that you can't even get yourself going because you don't even think you certified enough to even speak on behalf of yourself. Come on now. You don't even believe. You think you got left for dead, left to die by the one that you trusted the most. Ain't that something? Left to die. I'm closing out, y'all. Closing out. Y'all see the closing out music. So listen to this. He said, and they passed him by. But a Samaritan, as he was traveling, came where that man was. When he saw him, got on his feet, say, listen, you guys. Hey, Miss Stewart, Vicky, what's going on? Ebony, what's up? Miss Lewis, Kat, what's going on? Who else? Miss Rogers, right? Miss Williams, Felicia. Listen. Let's do this thing called the Mighty Monday Meltdown. We come on Mondays in the 7 o'clock hour. Come on, Chris. We gonna have Sister Sonia come in, and we gonna have a little spiritual music playing, but we gonna just keep it real. We gonna keep it so real that we gonna expose our own self, because we identify without no conviction, there'll be no correction. So we might as well be convicted now. I'd rather be convicted and be corrected than be condemned and feel like, damn, I'm just lost out here, lost in the sauce, and ain't nobody gonna come and rescue me. God forgot about me, and I'm around people, and trust and believe me, it seems like everybody got the joy, and everybody's pretending like they got it. You getting this today. A Samaritan traveling. This wasn't even a person, but they understood the situation. Listen to this. Took that man, pick him up, carried him, bandaged up the wounds. Now, bandaged up the wounds, meaning he had a conversation, Monday Meltdown talk with him. Poured on oil and wine. Listen, get this joy right now. Get this peace right now. Y'all, come on, y'all. We can do better than this now. Get your mind off what was. Your past is linked to depression. Your future is linked to anxiety. I need your attention on right now. Do you hear what I'm trying to tell you? I am my life coach's self-awareness. I am my life coach's self-love. I am my life coach's self-worth. It's so many things I can tell you. I'm self-sufficient. Do you hear me? I know my self-worth, right? Because of what God just did. So watch this. Put the man, the next day he took some money, put the man in a hotel, paid the person, said, look out to him for me. Make sure they good. I will reimburse you for extra expenses and everything. Which of these things do you think was a neighbor of the man who fell into the hands of the robbers? Point being, Jesus was telling him, at the end of the day, for some of you, I fault you for the situation. I fault you for where you at, but you don't have to stay there, but you better identify with it right now. It's called self-reflection. It's called self-reflection, and you need self-realization right now. Why am I saying that? because you have literally been pretending for so long that you allow people to pretend with you, and now they believe that they helping you. You believe that they helping you, and you still in the same drunken place, dizzy as ever, ain't went nowhere, ain't got nothing, ain't moved nowhere, ain't made no adjustment. You are still the same raggedy, ratchy individual. But today, God said, let's dig down right now. Let's dig down. Let's go deep. Come on, y'all. We got to shift from what we was thinking about, because your past is connected to depression right now. For some of you, I know I had to use your mind to bring forth the truth right now. The truth is what's going to set you free. And if you look back and just think, what have they done for you lately right now? What did the fraternity do for you? You done with school right now. I understand you paid your dues. I understand you pledged. You danced around. You throw up signs and stuff. You got your hit. Some people got the tattoo. Hey, everybody didn't go to college. Some people was on the street corner right now. It was our SOS. We was stacking them on the boss. We was hitting the chest. We was throwing up the fire. What was all that? Who told us that? The streets did. The streets did it, and we felt that it meant something. On the boss, I ain't lying. We put it on everything. I put it on everything. I put that on my kids. I put that on my mama. We put it on everybody but on God. Because we need to first know God in order to put it on God. And when we know God, I ain't got to put it on nobody. All I got to do is tell you don't believe me, then okay. Because I told you, a broke mind needs proof. A prosperity mind needs opportunity. Today is your opportunity to ground yourself, realign yourself, readjust yourself. New beginning, new start, new everything. New focus, new results. New results. And that's where we going. We going to get what it is you have for yourself. That is, your imagination is a requirement. Your emotions is a requirement. Your passion is a requirement. Your understanding is a requirement. Your bowdy, your rowdiness, your ambition, your boldness. Come on now, your self-confidence. It's a requirement. And anybody gets in the way, you slay. Anybody gets in the way of where you going, your imagination, you slay. Do you hear me? You slay and you display. You display their head. You display their situation. You display they tried. But at the end of the day, calm down, relax, and keep it moving at this point. And that's where we at. And what Jesus say? Jesus say at the end of the day, he gonna say to Jesus, and who is my neighbor? Love your neighbor like you love yourself. And some of you, I hear you saying the same thing. Who is your neighbor? But love y'all be at church. Let's look at the section next to you. Neighbor. Talk to your neighbor. I don't know them. And they don't know me. They're not my neighbor. They're not my neighbor. Your neighbor. Yes. You love somebody like you love yourself. Today, we got to ground ourselves to love ourselves. New everything. Okay? When I meet my neighbor meeting a new person too. Everything is made new. I told you, we ain't getting older. We becoming mature. Let's be clear about this. I'm done, you guys. The first thing I'm letting you know as I recap, you got thoughts, you got imaginations, and you got attention. You better find out where your thoughts is at. You better find out where your imagination is on, and you got to find out where your attention is at. Let's be clear about something. You have to be okay without being invited. You got to be okay without being included, and you also have to be okay without being considered. You understand me? When you can master this, you're going to go into a transformation that's going to move quickly. You need a new idea in order to get a transformation. In order to get something outwardly, you need the inner concept. Your inner concept is I am my life coach. That's my design. I got to pray us out, though, you guys. I pray you guys got that. I didn't get a chance to ride down on a few things, but at the same time, y'all know where I'm at right now, and I'm in a good place right now. I'm in a great place right now. And I feel like we all in a great place right now. So I just want to close out real quick on something smooth and something nice and something very warm for all of us right now is that, God, we heard you. We heard you. We heard you speaking in our situation. Some of us cannot ignore what we heard. You said new, God. You said put on a new attitude. We want a new focus. We want a new results. New results. We want something amazing. And we gonna need to use our imagination. So whatever it is that's getting in the way of our imagination, God, we need to make sure that it is available to us. So we asking that you will help us in this process, provide us with the strength, Provide us with the strength and the power. Surround us, right? Protect us. This is according to our faith, and we need more of that right now. We recognize we've been on our own for a minute, God, and we've been on our own because of you right now. You have stripped down, chewed down, broken down. You have checked us, corrected us. You have exposed us, even to ourselves right now. We ain't cold as we thought we was. God, you knocked the flu season up out of us right now. For some of us, God, we recognize that when we see what we see now, we don't even want to be involved in it right now. That's just how messy it is, and we don't want no part of it, but we still need to know which way we going. We still need to know what do we do at this point. So, God, we ask that you will reroute us. Show us the alternate route. Take us another way right now. Help us become restored in you right now. Restoration is what we're looking for right now. Some of us need to be revived, but, renewal is all good right now. Put them seatbelts on. God, help us choose wisely for those that get to ride with us on this trip, on this moon, on this skyrocket rise, on this ride right now, God. But God, when we get there, you already know we ain't finna play with nobody. We got to go our way. But we recognize we don't want to be selfish, so we got to take some people with us, even though they have done us wrong. We got to take some people with us anyway. But God, we pray for them. We pray for our children. We pray for our community. I pray for everybody that's on this feed line when we're in this huddle on a battlefield right now, that life opens up for them again. Prosperity being released, grace and favor is wearing, it's calling for them right now, and they cannot ignore their name. They getting up, they getting out, they standing out, and they moving immediately in the direction of where you calling for us to go, God. Prosperity is the key right now, and you're giving us that key that allows us to see exactly what we need to do, why we need to do, and when we need to do it right now. We are grateful for blessings seen and unseen, even those that's ahead of us right now, God. We thank you for divine connection, the things that you are releasing on our behalf, and those things that you are blocking and canceling out and disabling. For better or for worse, we choose you, God, for your name's sake. This is in Jesus Christ name we make this confession, we put out this prayer, we sit here and send this petition, we make this request in the name of Jesus. Amen. Yay! 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 Man. Yay! Woo! You too, thank you. Thank you. Yay! Golly. Something done bust me in my eye.